Punjab Kings will win IPL 2025. But how? That's what we're going to dive into in this video. Coming to this new season, they've made some changes in their management and now they've brought in cricketing genius Ricky Ponting. He's formerly coached DC and Mumbai Indians. Yeah, and he's one of the greatest minds in the history of the game. Now, Punjab Kings decided to retain only two, and those two were also uncapped players. They brought in Shashank Singh and Prabhsimran Singh. Shashank Singh had a stellar season for Punjab Kings, and despite his age, he's shown great finishing abilities. And then you have Prabhsimran Singh, who is still very young. He's been in the franchise for a long time now, and he provides with the gloves. He can give you a really great start with the innings. Now they have four RTMs remaining, and they can use it on Arshdeep Singh, Sam Curran, Liam Livingston, Kakisar Rabada, or even Harshal Patel, Rahul Chahar, or Jitesh Sharma. But the biggest thing to look at is the budget, which will be 110 crores going into this auction. So I'm very excited to talk about Punjab Kings. This is the video I've been looking forward to the most. Now, what's the auction strategy that Punjab Kings typically have? They usually prefer to have a really strong overseas investment, bringing high quality players. They also like having multifaceted players. But in the past years, they have lacked a really strong Indian superstar. They had KL Rahul 3 years ago, but it seems like they're going to make a really great team around him, and hence he felt the need of leaving for better opportunities. Now, going to this IPL auction, the requirement will be just to make a squad good enough to win them the first IPL. They have to make buys in every department of the game, but really it's up to them. If they make a really, really, really strong team, they have the potential to win the IPL. If you look into the captaincy for Indians, they can look into Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer, or bring back KL Rahul. And the overseas options, they have Steve Smith, Josh Butler, David Warner, Aiden Markram, Mitchell Marsh, Sam Curran, all who've either had experience captaining the IPL or are currently international captains for their nation. But I think Punjab Kings needs to appoint Steve Smith. Now, Steve Smith hasn't been involved in the last few editions of the IPL, but he recently captained Washington Freedom to victory under Ricky Ponting in the Major League Cricket. And his stats in that season were 336 runs in 9 games, averaging 56, a strike rate just under 150. He looks much more free in terms of his batting when it comes to T20 this year. And who knows, he could be the next George Bailey, person who took Punjab Kings to the finals in the 2014 and just missed out on the IPL title. And maybe Steve Smith could take them over the line. But aside from Steve Smith, they need to invest heavily on the Indians. They have a vast amount of options for Indian superstars, including Arshdeep Singh, which I think is a must RTM. There's no way they're leaving him out. But another star I think they need to grab is Rishabh Pant. He was the most in-demand player, and with the franchise having the most money, they must go all out for him. There are slight chances DC might RTM him, but if Punjab Kings increase the price very, very high, they might be able to snatch him out of DC. But you also have other options like Shreyas Iyer, who just won the IPL with KKR, Ishan Kishan, Yuzvendra Chahal, one of the best IPL bowlers in history, Washington Sundar provides in all departments of the game, or some experienced fast bowlers like Shami, Siraj, and Bhuvi. And they can also look into Venkatesh Iyer, who is pretty underrated as a player. He always clutches up for the playoffs. But aside from that, they also have to invest in some youngsters. Ankush Raghuvanshi is one name, which will be in very high demand. But a few other names include Neil Vadera and Naman Dir, both who are actually Punjabi. They play for Punjab in domestic, so it'll be a great buy. And there are also other options in Suya Sharma, Ashutosh Sharma. They can also look into some young fast bowlers too. But how about the overseas players? For the possible overseas investment, they might want to look into some Australians with Ricky Ponting and with possible Steve Smith captain. They might look into purchasing Cameron Green, who might come a bit cheaper than his value considering his long-term injury right now. Aaron Hardy will also be a great option as a fast bowling all-rounder. He can bat from number 3 to number 7. You got David Warner, who's very, very experienced, unlikely to be RTM, and would also be a great snatch. And there's also other stars like Cooper Connolly, Josh Inglis, Jacob Bethel, Shavy Bartlett, Phil Salt, and Harry Brook, who all very young, very high potential. So the question is, who exactly should they actually go for? My thoughts on who they should definitely purchase would include, for sure, Captain Steve Smith, who they might be able to get for about 2 to 3 crores. But the Indian stars they should look forward is to purchasing Rishabh Pant as their main big superstar, or just saying they must RTM. Yuzvendra Chahal, they have to buy him. He will come cheap in the auction, and he is the most consistent bowler in the IPL. They also should invest in a young Indian pacer, and that could include Vasik Dar, Anshul Kamboj, Vijay Kumar Vaishak, Akib Khan, even Umran Malik, maybe if you want to look some pace. Many options. And they have to go with either Namandir or Neil Vadera, who both have Punjabi genes in them. Overseas star, they should get the David Warner, I think. He'll come very cheap, would be a great opening option. He also provides greater experience. And they must RTM Leva Livingston and Sam Curran at least. Other possibilities could be Rabada, Jerry Bartlett, Cameron Green, Hardy, Ashutosh Sharma, Venkatacharya, Cooper Connolly, Jacob Bethel. In bringing back Harpreet Bar and maybe look into Nishant Sindhu. My potential lineup for Punjab Kings will look like this. I haven't put my potential lineup for other teams because the bias always depends on how much the other teams bid. But since Punjab Kings have the highest money, they could go for whoever they want. And they could literally target 3, 4, 5 players and just pick them up at whatever price they want. So considering that this is my possible lineup for Punjab Kings, looks very promising. Mix of youth, mix of experience, with really good Indian players and foreign players. And in the end, to execute a really strong squad, it will be all in the hands of Priti Zinta. I hope she'll be in the auction representing Punjab Kings, and she's been waiting for the title. So I want you to comment down who do you want to see at Punjab Kings. And like always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.